Hi. I'd like to talk to you about a few things this morning just to kind of finish up week 3 and start you on week 4. Last week, and that's where I should have started, you all did very, very well, those of you that posted on time on the discussion board, and I know that that is not an easy task to just combine sentences. Hopefully you will start thinking about sentences having little building blocks in them that you can kind of move around and add together. And this week was just getting you used to the idea of combining sentences and how to do that. This procedure will be used throughout this book, and we will cover about 7 chapters in it. If you did not reply on time, post on time, you didn't get credit, and you also didn't receive my feedback, which is the worst part. Don't forget your sentence combining quiz that is due on Saturday, January 30th. If you have not posted to the discussion board, you will not have access to the quiz. I think most of you that are participating have posted, so you'll be able to take the quiz. Now next week, we're going to do some sentence combining, but this time you're going to do it with your own words. And if you remember, January 18th, you wrote a paper on the days of the week. And that's the paper that I want you to do. I want you to take that paper, and I want you to, you are to revise it using what you've learned about sentence combining. And you'll find places where you might be able to combine sentences and do that. Places where you might be able to add detail. I'm going to be grading you on all sentences are complete, and you've had instruction and all sentences are complete by taking the online quizzes that I didn't grade and receiving feedback last week. And I am also looking, not just the sentences are complete, but that you've combined at least one that you had as 2 sentences on your last paper. And try to add detail to one sentence. You can do that by combining. So if you combine one sentence and you combine another that adds detail, you're done. Okay? After you turn that in, that's Monday, February 1st, if you can believe Monday's February 1st, and I hope on the 2nd the groundhog doesn't see his shadow, so winter comes quicker. I don't believe that. Nobody does, but it's kind of fun. On February 3 through 5, you've got another discussion board, and you must read about relative clauses in Chapter 2 of the Writer's Option. The Writer's Option. I do silly things. You should be glad you don't have me in a classroom. The Writer's Option, Chapter 2, talks about relative clauses, and I'll be posting, what am I going to be posting? A video. I forgot to post it on here, but I'll add it in, on relative clauses. And again, I want you to take the online quizzes, and then I want you to complete the sentence grouping of 6 million paper clips. And please combine those as the sentences are grouped. Post it on the discussion board on time, February 3rd, so I can give you feedback. And then you're going to, again, reply to one classmate. I expect the replies to be very, very thorough since you're only replying to one person. And I want you to be able to really take time to examine if their sentences are complete and if they've used a relative clause, okay? Don't just say, yeah, your sentences look good. This one might be wrong. Really take your time with it, okay? Finally, at the end, on, let me see, what day will it be? The next week, the 7th, you'll start out with the quizzes on the relative clause, but you have had to post to the discussion board, okay? Next week, too, there's going to be a self-assessment, not next week, the week after, on what you're learning, what you still don't understand, those kinds of things, okay? Took you 2 weeks ahead, I'm sorry to do that, but the relative clause quiz kind of went with what we learn next week. If I've confused you, please let me know. These videos are a way to help unconfuse you. Watch it a couple times if you haven't gotten all the information, okay? I know it means seeing me a couple times. Did you notice my new haircut? Okay, enough of being silly. Hopefully I'll talk to you again soon.